Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Stickman History and Gaming. Today's Tuesday and it's our history segment. Today's history segment is going to be a part of a 3-part series. So this is just the overview and what it was. So we are talking about the Battle of Iwo Jima, the bloodiest battle of World War II. One of the bloodiest battles of World War II. This was during the Pacific War time, so 1945. And it was a war between America and Japan for the tiny island of Iwo Jima that was on like the way to Japan, so America could have a closer structure to bomb Japan, bomb the homeland. So the United States Army during this battle was the United States Navy, part of the United States Navy, and part of the United States Marine Corps. And so for this battle, it was the 19th of February to the 26th of March 1945. It was the United States Marine Corps and the United States Navy versus the IJA, which was the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. So this is when everybody is like out but America. America's still fighting Japan during this time. So location was Iwo Jima, the volcanic islands, Japan. And so Japanese army positions on this island was heavily fortified with bunkers. These are bunkers, guys. This is a bunker. This is a beautiful bunker, and artillery, hidden artillery fire. So move all of these over here because there's a lot more to see, guys. There's a lot more to see. And 18 kilometers of tunnels everywhere, which was 11 miles of tunnels. It's crazy. So the American ground forces, supported by naval artillery, and had complete air supremacy. I can't find my airplane. Where's my airplane? There it is. There's my airplane. So the U.S. had complete air supremacy, so the Imperial Japanese Army was not able to take off and do anything to the Navy fleet, which held, I am not kidding, the Navy fleet had 500 ships for this tiny island that had 2 aircraft runways and 110,000 soldiers compared to the 20,000 Japanese soldiers. And the weirdest thing is, the casualties was 3 Americans to 2 Japanese. I don't know, it could have been 1, I don't know. But, so of the 21,000 Japanese soldiers that were on the island, 216 were only taken prisoner because of their wounds, or they could have been knocked unconscious. Most of the remainder were killed, and as many as 3,000 soldiers hid out in caves until they died to their battle wounds or immediately surrendered to America. So there is a controversial part of this with there's a controversial part of this with retired Chief of Naval Operations William V. Pratt, and he said, "Oh my gosh, this island is useless. Don't go for it. Oh my gosh, you're gonna lose so many men. It's so idiotic. Don't go for it." No, we want to do it. So that was the controversy. Pratt did not want to fight for the island at all because he thought it was a useless waste of time, and they could have just flew off from the Marina Islands that U.S. has already captured during the Pacific War. So the units involved for America was the 5th Amphibious Corps, the 147th Infantry Regiment, the 7th Air Force, and the U.S. 5th Fleet of ships. The Japanese was the 109th IJA Division, IJA meaning Imperial Japanese Army, and Naval Ground Troops. So Joe Rosenthal's Associated Press photograph. So this photograph is one of the most famous photographs of World War II, and it was during the battle. It was taken during the Battle of Iwo Jima, and this was on top of Mount Suribachi by 6 Americans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is taking the picture, and it became one of the most famous pictures during World War II. So the casualties for America: 6,821 dead, 19,217 wounded, 2 captured, 2,648 fatigued, so that means they died from their wounds, 137 tanks destroyed, 28,698 total casualties for America. Post-battle phase: 15 killed, 144 wounded. This was by those things were by the people that was hiding out in the caves, and they didn't get captured or died yet. For Japan, 17,845 to 18,375 killed, 216 prisoners. Post-battle, 867 prisoners, which were the ones that are stuck in the caves. So this is the background. After the Americas caught the Marshall Islands, and they just wanted to get closer to Japan, so they would have an easier spot at bombing, and so they just decided, okay, we are not going to listen to General Pratt over here. We are going to do our own thing and fight and lose 20,000 people. My friend's dad was in this war. Thank Jesus that he came home with no wounds from this battle, which was one of the bloodiest battles during World War II. So the Japanese army was the size of an American army, but America had many armies, but they only had 10 at its peak, so 10 at the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. There is a lot of Japanese controversy and saying, oh my gosh, the Americans, they do not have the power to take this. We are going to be fine. We're going to be amazing. Japanese plans for the defense of the volcano islands were overshadowed by factors, which were the Japanese Navy already lost almost all of its power. And of that, during the battle of, I can't remember. Anyways, during that one battle, 3 of their aircraft carriers were destroyed. Aircraft losses in 1994 for the Japanese Imperial Air Force had been so heavy that even if war production was not affected by American air attacks, the combined Japanese air strength was not expected to increase to 3,000 warplanes until March or April of 1945. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So the aircraft that could not be used from bases in the home islands against Iwo Jima, because their range was not more than 900 kilometers or 560 miles. So the aircraft from other bases, other islands, could not reach Iwo Jima to help out. The available warplanes had to be hoarded to defend Taiwan and the home islands from any attack, because they thought a lot of the Allies would come and take over Taiwan. And there is a shortage of properly trained and experienced Japanese pilots because so many of them have died because of being kamikaze pilots and the Battle of the Philippine Sea in mid-1944. So the thinking of the Japanese that they thought they would be able to take over and not let America take the Battle of Iwo Jima, their thinking was wrong, completely wrong. They were not able to do this at all. So this is the island right here. It was consisted of 2 airfields, one in the central and one in the northern. And this was extremely important to America, and they needed this to bomb Japan. This is the first episode of the Iwo Jima series. I don't know how many there are. I think maybe 3. But that is the first episode. Next episode is going to hold the battle and planning the battle. And I hope I see you guys tomorrow. I mean, in Thursday, because I got a fun episode. I still don't know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to spin that wheel again, guys, and we'll see what I'm going to do tomorrow in 2 days, And please subscribe if you like this video so you never miss the next video that's coming up. Also, guys, Pratt, this guy, he really wants you to subscribe. So go subscribe. Make Pratt proud. I hope I will see you in the next video on Thursday. And I hope I will see you on the next episode of this series next Tuesday. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.